What is going on, my Purpe fam? How's everybody doing this Sunday evening? Guys, Purpe is doing pretty decent, if I say so myself. But before we get started, go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, and share it with your friends. Now, we have Purpe coming in the 2204s. $9.29 million market cap, liquidity 577.23, holders 46.72k, and circulating supply 420.66 billion. So guys, we have done it. We have done something pretty good. So we came down, we dropped below this resistance, or this support. We dropped below this support. So this one, it was like, nope, not creating that as resistance. And then it went ahead and was like, we're going to get rid of that resistance, and we're going to get rid of this resistance. And so it kind of like went through 3 resistance points on my chart. So now we have support 1, support 2, and support 3. Absolutely amazing. So right now it looks like we we just gotta hold at least 2-1, and maybe even close to 2-2, and we should be looking Mountain Dew, yeah, and we should be looking good. So we are in for some exciting times. Right now, I think that everybody's kind of scared in the market, and Purpe is one of those where you can kind of hedge the times that are not so good in these other coins like Bitcoin, Solana, BNB coin, Ethereum, things like that. So we did start a little early tonight. I have to kind of get up a little earlier tomorrow. Sometimes I go in the office. I haven't been doing that for a little bit, but kind of got to go back to the office a little bit more. So yeah, 5:45 is really early. So I was like, let me do it a couple minutes early so I can still get this live in, give you guys the updates, and that way you guys can go ahead and see what I think is happening and see what I think is going on. So, when it looks to the chart, so it's coming up right here. There is a point where this did a double bottom. It flew. So as much as I don't want to see us hitting like the 16s, I don't think it's gonna happen. But hopefully we just kind of bounce off of this and fly up, and that's kind of what I'm hoping to see. So we'll kind of see if that is the case, but we're really gonna have to get past this 2-3.5. So if we could just fly right up, kind of get in the mid to upper 2s, that is going to be probably the best scenario. If we can kind of get into like the 2-6s, 2-7s, even if we come down and retest the 2-4s and then go on and upward. We do have a double bottom on the RSI, which is positive. We it looks like we have kind of a double bottom on the 4-hour chart. Back here we have a bottom, and then here we kind of wicked below it. But if you look, the crazy part is, let me go ahead and put this bottom in right here. All right, horizontal line. So let's see where we at. So that's that one. Let's see if we come back here. Boom, look at that. That is absolutely crazy. Touch 1, touch 2, touch 3, and then now we are coming over here, and it closed the candle right here. So that's so that's still pretty good. Some analysts or some technical analysis people, they consider this to be the closure to be official, and some people think that the wick is official. But I think either way, you can kind of, it's a sentiment of what the market's doing, right? It's a sentiment of where people are buying, where people are selling, how things are going, and things of that nature. So the sentiment is kind of saying, hey, when we get down, to this 18 mark, we kind of tend to reverse. So we come back here, we wicked below, way below, we kind of came back up, we tended to reverse. So it looks like 18 is really, really solid support. That is absolutely amazing. And we're in the 22s. It's amazing how it feels. Like when we went up and we were like the threes and we came down, I'm like, no, 22. But now it's just like we hit this low and now we're coming up. So when we're coming down, I was like, no. And now we're coming up and I'm like, let's go. So that is something that we kind of it's crazy how perspective works. It's all about perspective. I heard that is really what a lot of things in this life is about, perspective and kind of how you look at it. So all right, let's see what we got. So as we can see on the daily, this is actually really positive. And I kind of told you guys, be on the lookout. This looks like a reversal. We had a wick and it came back up. It created a thin line towards the top. That is normally a reversal. Now, if you get the opposite where there's a thin line towards the bottom and it's red, that is a sign of bearish. So, but most of the time, these thin lines, whether it's the top or it can even be kind of close to the middle, that is a sign a major reversal is coming. And it just so happens, since this one was at the top, this one is a positive one. So that is something to kind of look at, look forward to. And let's see what else we got. So we got the group Purpe Army with 20.2 thousand followers. Absolutely amazing. Let's see Poly Market. I think let's see if we can see what we have. I guess the rates are kind of far away. People are just kind of pushing it back. So we're getting a little bit of people thinking we might get a 25 basis point decrease. Not much, but a little bit. And I don't know how people are doing the increase. I don't see. Hopefully we don't get an increase. But if we do, then hopefully not. But we'll see. So Kevin Warsh, newly appointed for the Fed chair. So that's something to kind of keep in mind. And we have the X. Let's see what they've been posting on X, guys. Let's see what we got. 12.6 thousand followers. Yesterday, we got this posted. Purple Pepe. Let's go. All right. So, been keeping the socials active. That is a positive thing. We're in February. Like, I keep forgetting that we are in February. That is absolutely insane. Like, we went through January like nothing. So January officially closed red. And so let's see. When January normally closes red, we normally have a green February. Every single time thus far. So, we have a red 2015, green, red, green, red, green, red, green, red, green, red, green, and red. And this, we're on day one. So this can easily go up. Easily go up. And you know what? Red, green, 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 green. So we can have a couple months. We can have a couple months in the greens. Now, the first couple months, we had red, 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 red. But those, that was in the beginning of Bitcoin. But then it seemed like recently we've been getting green, 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 green. And even this wasn't even that bad of a red. 2.3%, not too bad. I'd rather take 2.3% than 32%, almost 33%. If you kind of look at it like that, it's a whole different perspective, right? It's all about perspective. So we got Q1, Ethereum, Bitcoin. So this is how, it is doing as of that. So we can kind of keep that in mind as well. And man, we need something like I'll take last Q2. I'll take a 30%, or even 2020. I'll take a 42%. Actually, forget it. I want to take 2019 or 2017. I'll take either one of those over 100% gains. So that is kind of what we're seeing on that end. And then let's see. it's crazy because let's see, 2020 and 2019, 2020, 2019, Ethereum had really good months. Hey, actually, forget it. I'll take 2017 for Ethereum. I'll take that for Bitcoin, right? Let's get a 400% increase. Absolutely amazing. Wow. One, two, three, four. 4 red months in Bitcoin. 4 red months in Bitcoin. Let's see the biggest one. One, two, three, four, five. Let's see. That's 2018, 6. So we got 6 red months right there, 4 right there. Um, Technically, we had some green right there. So 6 months is the longest time that we've been in the red for Bitcoin, and that was back in 2018. But the big difference is, guys, look at these: 47, 53, 38. So we needed a little bit of a cool off in that period. So if you don't have a major spike, you don't necessarily need a major cool off. If you have a small spike, you get a small cool off. If you're in a legit coin, if you're in, these random cat dog or Tim the whale coin or whatever it is, yeah, you might get spike, drop, boom, you're done. But in legit coins like Purpe, like Bitcoin, like Ethereum, like Solana, you tend to get a little bit of a different movement in the coin. So that's something to kind of look at as well. I'm always curious to see what the silver price is, 84.10. Let's see what the gold price is. Oops. Gold price for 47.50. Keep in mind also, guys, we have a market gap. We have a CME gap at 93, and I think another one at, let's see, let's refresh this. Another one at, I think, 83. So if we open up in Bitcoin, right? If we have Bitcoin 77, it's gonna have to come back over the next little bit to 83. It's a 97% chance that happens, so I think it will happen. The fear is getting a bit worse, guys. But you know what? Like I'm ready. I would have no problem with, up until tax return time, this going a little bit, staying stagnant or going a little lower. I would have no problem. Normally around the mid February, tax returns get sent out, like about end of February. And beginning of March, you have all the people with children, tax returns getting sent out, and that could be $5,000, $10,000, $12,000, right? And imagine if somebody had $12,000, they can get a 500 million coins. A 500 million coins. So if somebody really wanted to, I know a lot of people believe in Purpe, they could get 500 million coins, right? And if you have, even if 1 or 2 people do that, boom, this price shoots up. This price, if somebody bought $10,000 right now, it'll probably go maybe 2 4s, like 2, 3.5, 2, 4, and that's just one person. And then you get more people, and you get different, more gains along the way. So super exciting times. I cannot wait for that to kind of come. I think we kind of hit a double bottom, guys. I think this was kind of like hitting that one last low. Kind of see a double bottom on the RSI. Maybe we might have a little bit dip down, kind of curve, created like a shoulder, head, inverse shoulder, inverse head, inverse shoulder. Or we could just kind of go up. On the RSI, we have to get past the 50, so it's not too far off. Right, it's 44. We got to get past the 50, 51. It looks like that is kind of like the line of make it or break it. If we could do that, I could see us going up. And guys, I'm waiting for some all-time highs. I'm waiting for that price discovery mode. I'm holding on for dear life. All my coins. I'm not selling one coin. Haven't sold one coin since I've gotten over $1 billion. And I'm ready. I'm ready to see some real gains. I'm not looking for hundreds. I'm not looking for thousands. I'm looking for hundreds of thousands, right? Hundreds of thousands of dollars. And, I'm looking even millions. And then comes a new problem. How to how, and 6 months, a year, 2 years, whenever it is, um, trying to figure out how to scale out. But that has nothing to do with right now, nothing to do with anytime soon. So right now we are scaling in, we are dollar cost averaging, we're waiting for those all-time highs, we're waiting for price discovery, we're waiting for the good times, for the real gains, not these piddly 10%, 20%, 30%. No, I want to look back 6 months, a year down the road and say, holy mac, we were at a $9 million market cap. Now we're at a 300, 400 million, 500 million, 600 million, 900 million, a billion market cap. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the real gains. And when Bitcoin comes, right? And when this gets greedy, when people get greedy, altcoin season is dark blue. RSI is overbought. Bitcoin's flying past 150, 160, 170, 200. Solana's at $600, $700, $800. Then I think would be the time to be like, all right, we're flying high. Ooh, let's come up with a game plan. What do we do? How do we want to proceed from here? But right now, when things are looking like this, fear, Bitcoin season, and oversold, the best thing to do is, in my opinion, not financial advice, dollar cost average and do nothing. Don't try to don't let your emotions come into play. Don't get nervous on coins that you really believe in. You've done the research. They have the community. They have the the people pushing it. So keep in mind of that. But anyway, guys, I'm super bullish on Purpe. I cannot wait. Let's see. Actually, Purpe. We're back in the top 1,000. Let's go. Let's go. So, guys, we're back in the top 1,000 coins, which, if you came to me 5, 6, 7 years ago, that would have been not good. But right now, that is absolutely amazing. In the top 1,000 projects, and people are still pushing it and still still believe in it and still have conviction with it. Absolutely amazing, guys. Anyway, yeah, I think we got some very good times coming up. I think next month, this month, next month, I think we can see some gains. I think quarter 2 is going to be really well. Let me know what you guys think in the